Good morning. Welcome to CupO'Forex. This is David Frank with the daily video analysis for Wednesday, the 3rd of December. Let's get right into things as we have another busy day. Usually usually the beginning of every month is really busy for data releases. And Wednesday is not going to disappoint those who love economic data releases. Starting off this morning, Australia just released its gross domestic product year on year, the annual number. Came in lower than expected at 2.7%. What does this mean? Well, one, your economy slowed a little bit more than what we had expected. And it also means that calls for the Reserve Bank of Australia to make an interest rate cut are going to grow. We also just got there out of China, the non-manufacturing PMI. This number came in a little bit higher than what we expected at 53.90, which is encouraging. Most stock indexes in the Australian and Pacific Rim are mostly higher today. They're following the U.S. record close overnight. Hey, what else is coming out today? Out of England, you're getting the autumn forecast statement. This is what England feels their economy is going to to produce and to how it's going to grow for the upcoming fall. This is coming out in the next hour and a half and about 12:30 GMT time. Most important today, probably the biggest piece of data coming out is out of the United States. It's the ADP employment change. We're expecting this to come in at a healthy 221,000. This is the precursor to Friday's non-farm payroll report. Usually the NFP follows the ADP employment change. We're expecting this to come out at a healthy 221,000 jobs for last month. So let's pay attention to that. Also coming out today out of Canada at 3 p.m., a couple hours after the ADP report, is their interest rate decision. That's going to be another market mover. We're expecting them to stay steady at 1%, make no change. Also out of the United States, a little bit after that, also at the same time at 3 o'clock, we get the ISM non-manufacturing PMI. We're expecting that to stay at a healthy contraction at at a healthy expansion at 57.5, which is pretty good and above what we got last month. We also this evening at around 10:30 GMT, the Bank of Canada, their governor will be giving a speech. So today is going to be a very busy day, data-wise, speech-wise, and expect a lot of volatility in the forex and also in the equity markets for today. Let's get started with some technical analysis. I want to take a look at the Canadian loonie as well as the euro dollar for today. All right, getting started with our technical analysis. As I said, I want to start with the euro dollar today. The euro dollar the euro overall remains a hot mess. We're extremely weak. We're staying weak. And after forming a bearish candlestick, which I mentioned the last time, we have since moved lower. And now here is an even more bearish candlestick forming. At this point, it's a free-for-all down with next key technical level is support range is 1.2352. A break and daily close below this level will be extremely bearish, and we could then end up testing the key handle down at 1.20. As you can see, we are definitely getting ready to test 1.23523. I want to take a look at the 4-hour chart and see where our traders are going in early trading today. As you can see, yes, we're extremely bearish for today. We're starting to see a little bit of hesitation, however. These are doji starting to form. So let's watch this a little bit closely, see if we can find some support here, and hopefully either start to consolidate a little bit or push it a little bit higher. But right now we're extremely bearish on the euro dollar, and the next key technical level, 1.235, is not out of the question at this time. Also, I want to take a look at the Canadian dollar, the U.S. dollar Canadian, the loonie. Very rarely do I look at this. Usually my my colleague Jason Swessman, that's his specialty is the Canadian dollar. But today I want to look at it since we have some data coming out of Canada. I'm always very concerned about a technical level down near 1.12200. While we're above this level, we remain quite bullish. Also, you can see we have been rising ever since the consolidation period at around 106.10 when we formed the first bullish hammer here. We started rising, then a little bit of dojis and hesitation, and since then it's been a clean. It's been pretty much a very volatile channel higher, but the Canadian dollar is in a midterm bearish mode at this time. We are starting to see some volatility now, as we can see. A lot of, again, dojis forming. I'm going to call these dojis since we have a bearish candlestick that will form, hesitation, then a push back higher, and again we have another bearish candlestick trying to form. But we have to see where it goes. The loonie is always very volatile and turns on a dime. Take a look at the 4-hour chart, see what traders are this morning. Not a lot of volatility or volume today on the U.S. Dollar Canadian. That'll happen later this afternoon when the U.S. markets open. But as you can see here, a hanging man candlestick starting to form on a 4-hour chart. That's a bearish indication for today. So Canadian dollar could be bearish for today. Let's watch that as the day moves forward and see what the Bank of England does with its interest rate decision. That takes care of today's video analysis. Have a wonderful day trading, and we'll see you tomorrow.